Let's make some ginger bub. All right, these are the things that you're gonna need. Ginger. The highest I say right now for this first process, you'll need at least 50 grams of ginger. I have more. And then you'll need 2 cups of water inside of a mason jar, cheesecloth, and of course, sugar. So the first step, we're gonna chop this up. We're gonna chop this up just to release the flavor, and then we're gonna put it inside the jar. You don't have to make it fine chops, but you can just chop it up enough. And do not, and I repeat, do not shave your ginger. You want the yeast and the bacteria to stay on, so you can place it inside the water in the jar. And what you're gonna do next, you wanna have to feed your bacteria and the yeast so it can create that brew, or I'm sorry, the yeast for the ginger beer. Because again, this is what we're making, ginger beer. All right, so this is what I was talking about. Like, it don't have to be perfectly chopped, but it can chop enough for the flavor to be released, and you'll have enough skin on it, or the flesh, for the bacteria and the yeast to form more inside the jar. So what we're gonna do now is place all this into a jar. Now it's time to add 2 tablespoons of sugar. This is how we're gonna feed the yeast and the bacteria. And look at it. So we're just gonna add it in there. Scoop. Tablespoon. Just gonna add a little more. One more scoop. No. As you can see, I'm not a good left-hander. Yeah. Then you want to take your cheesecloth, wrap it around your jar. I'm using this scrunchie to place around there. And then we're gonna seal it up. All right, this is what it looked like. And we're not done, because it usually takes 3 to 5 days for this process to be done. So from once you saw me to add the ginger and the sugar, we're gonna keep doing it every single day until we know it starts fizzing. And so what we're gonna do is keep adding ginger and sugar every day up until it's done. So it usually takes 3 to 5 days. But yeah, that's pretty much it on this part. All right, it's day 2, and I got some more fresh ginger chopped. It's a little bit more than yesterday, but it is what it is. So we got the ginger chop, and we got the sugar. Now, this is a tool I use. It's a magnet, and when you turn it on, I gotta plug it in. You just drop this in there, and it stir the brew for you. So a lot of people use this for making alcohol or any other type of chemicals they're mixing. Usually this is used in a lab, mixing chemicals sometimes, but I just have this for mixing the brew or creating or having the sugar being eaten by the yeast and the bacteria. So just gonna dump this in here. I'm gonna put a little bit more than 2 tablespoons full of sugar in there. And then, yeah. So this is the magnet stirrer. You just place it on top, turn the dial on, and it just spins. So you drop this inside the jar and then stir it for you. So let's do this. Of course you want to wash it off. That's what I did. Place it in there. See if it stirs. Yeah, see? That's what you want. And yeah, so I'm gonna just stir this for a minute. And yeah. So here's day 3. And I wanted to show you how cloudy it's getting. And it is bubbling at the top. As you can see, it's a little fizzy. That's what you want. Some on top right there. But yeah, it's starting to look good. So we're gonna do what we did for the last couple days. Add the ginger, then the sugar, and then we're gonna stir it. So after it's done stirring, you wanna place the cheesecloth back on top. Then you wanna repeat the same thing for the 3rd day. Like I said, it might take 3 to 5 days until you see some fizzing, some carbonating being created. That's what you want. This is how you make the ginger bug. All right, it is nice and cloudy. Oh, by the way, it's been 5 days, and this is what it's supposed to look like. As you can see, when you move it, the carbon go up, sending the bubbles up. That's what you want, and that's how you know it's full of yeast and carbon. But look at that. It's been 5 days. And boom, there we go. So that's how you make ginger bug. So that's pretty much it with that video. If you find that video very helpful, please hit that like button. Also, if you're new to my channel, please hit that subscribe button and that bell notification to get notified when I post more videos. Again, this is City Boy Farming. Thanks for watching. Peace!